That's the wrong guy. That's what you get for popping off there, Blake. All right. Hey, guys, it's time to get started with Bollocks. This evening, Lenny is trying to share the show. There you go. He finally found it. So,
I got the show. I'm just trying to work on technology.
I was talking about Blake there, knucklehead. You're not paying attention to anything that's going on in this world.
I pay attention to everything that goes on in this world. That's
Blake,
my problem.
was he paying attention?
No, he was not. And hi, everyone. I'm back.
Blake's back. Blake's back. And we are in the
Bozard Ford Studio.
And he's still struggling. And you keep moving the damn cameras on me, Blake. I'm going to kill you back there. You're killing me, Smalls.
You can't say that out loud.
Oh, I know. That just killed the... Oh, I could have said it again. Can't say any words like that. Beep. All right.
What kind of snowflake people listen to this show that we can't talk about real
It's
things?
not the snowflakes. It's the snowflakes that run the algorithms.
Well, them.
Now you got me in trouble with them. See, you made me go there. All right. But these wonderful people are the ones I want to tell you about. Over 75 years, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been a trusted name in St. Augustine, built on family values, honesty, and doing things the right way. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, no surprise pricing, and the Drive Happy guarantee, Bozard makes car buying simple and stress-free. That's the Bozard difference. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-control service bays and quick lane for no appointment maintenance. Over 40 mobile vans to serve at your convenience. Just off I-95 and State Road 16, Bozard Ford Lincoln, they're driven to inspire.
If you're looking for classic diner food done right, Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner are local favorites, serving up home-style comfort with generous portions. Start your day with their hubcap-sized pancakes and made-to-order omelets, or stop in later for juicy burgers and crispy fries that always hit the spot. Known for friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere, these diners are perfect for breakfast, lunch, or a laid-back meal with family and friends. Anastasia and Moultrie Creek Diners. Tell them Andy sent ya, and enjoy your meal.
All right, A to Z. For over 20 years, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing has been protecting homes and businesses in St. Augustine and St. Johns County, specializing in shingle, metal tile, and flat roofing. A to Z delivers quality craftsmanship built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From free estimates to long-term warranties, their team puts customer satisfaction first on every job. When it comes to experience, reliability, and results you can trust, start at the top. A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, covering you from the top down. All right. Yeah.
Got more sponsors.
Oh, yeah. We got more. And I'm sorry, guys. You ever have one of those things just kind of get stuck in your throat? And I think I scratched my throat at lunchtime today. So I'm hoping that I can get through this show today. And it's Monday. So that's not good for me.
I can talk.
Yeah. Well, I think we know you can. So Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, St. Anastasia Construction Group, Synergy Power Solutions, Abear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's Irish Pub, A.D. Davis Construction, and St. Augustine Distillery, along with City Gate Spirits. All right, I'm giving you that one.
Thank you.
And this one, I don't know where the paperclip is. There you go.
I got him.
All right. So, a very interesting weekend. I don't know if you guys can see, Blake, if you can zoom in. On the morning show, I showed my eye a little bit, and it's actually gradually gotten worse. So, I got a real shiner, like an hour gang type of shiner. Kind you got to put a stake on. But what happened yesterday, I was working on our campulence, and Rebecca was trying to hold the door with a broom. The broom handle slipped. The door fell, hit me in the back of the head, top of the head, and slammed my face into the ambulance.
So my question to you, what hat were you wearing? Because you couldn't have been naked-headed.
I was wearing a ball cap, and I'll have Rebecca send me the picture of that. And it was our 904 cap, our American Party 904 hat.
It's now bloodstained?
Oh, yeah, it's seen better days. I held on to it just for the moment, for the story.
You could hold on to it for a Halloween costume shoot.
Yeah, it needs, but, but that's not what's bothering me. It's what I had, whatever got me at lunch, and I honestly think I scratched my throat, and I can feel exactly where it is. It's right there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised because you ate that bag of crispy Cheetos.
I was trying to get everything down.
Right.
I was trying to get everything down, and I've been unsuccessful. I've tried a lot of different things and a ton of water to try and get it down, but that has not been helping. All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got middle class wages.
Yeah, what
state.
the money you need to make to be considered middle class in each state.
Okay. We have we're talking about basketball.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And we're talking about we have 5 questions.
Correct,
And I
Mundo.
feel like we have one other thing.
That was it. The 5 questions.
Okay. All right.
Well, that could be 5 things.
So do we want to start on basketball?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Before it becomes old news.
Lenny, I don't think you can technically win in our 3-person.
I did ask for a recount, but I'm not expecting anything. I tapped my head and I didn't get a call.
Do you have any teams left?
I don't believe so.
No.
Gonzaga killed me. Duke was going to be in the final. I'm really happy with UConn because I like watching Hurley on the sidelines. He is just fun to watch.
Where did Hurley go? He didn't go to UConn, though.
No, I don't think so.
Where did Dan Hurley go?
Let's see.
I thought he was like a North Carolina guy.
Well, you know.
So he originally played in Seton Hall from 91 to 96, then started coaching at high school, then at Rutgers, St. Benedict's Prep, Wagner, Rhode Island, then UConn, and since 2018.
Done all right for himself the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, he's
Wait, who was the guard in like the early 90s at Duke?
Christian
what was it?
Leitner?
The guard. Christian Leitner, 7'1".
Right.
He lives in Ponte Vedra, I think, still. Wasn't that a Hurley also?
Oh, you're thinking of Bobby Hurley.
Bobby
Oh
Hurley.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had
best,
those two.
basketball player in the family.
Different.
Yeah.
And their dad was
Are they brothers?
Yeah.
Yes, and I think the dad was pretty impressive too.
Okay, so those two were brothers.
Yeah.
They're close to the same age because it was in the 90s. All right, so I'm not absolutely crazy. I just
No,
I had
right.
the wrong brother.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, Bobby Hurley was a great college ball player.
Yeah, no, he ended up at Sacramento at the Kings or something like that. But evidently, Leitner loved torturing. Have you seen the Leitner documentary?
No. Was that 30 for 30?
Yep.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, Leitner just was such, and he said he did it to get the best out of Bobby, but Bobby couldn't stand him at some points. And in the one game that Leitner was playing like crap, Bobby just got all in his face, and Leitner's like, "All right, I got you," and he finished the second half. So it's actually a really good documentary.
Okay, I'll look
So
it up.
you'll probably still hate Leitner if you hate him. You'll still love him if you loved him.
You know,
So,
he made a hell of a shot at one point in time, and the whole country loved him.
Yeah. So well, that was a great pass by Grant Hill too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but okay, last night I'm sitting on a parlay. You know how I like even numbers, so I did a $48 parlay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd already had Michigan win, and
It was going south in a hurry.
then I had Duke. So I was like, okay, halftime,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking pretty. And they sent me a buyout for like $104. And at this point, it's like a 9-point game. And I was like, I'm just not feeling it. I think I'm going to take the buyout. And I took the buyout because I was giving up 5.5.
Right.
So I was still in the win situation when I took the buyout.
Right.
But I just had that feeling, when the game starts getting away from you.
Yeah.
And I had that feeling, and I was like, all right. And it was 104. If I'd have stayed with it and Duke would have won, it would have been 175. So I took a good buyout. I rarely get the buyout right.
Yeah, I understand.
Luckily I made a little bit of money.
But I told you, my father's philosophy was you can't get hurt taking a profit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So,
So
it translates, don't be that greedy.
yeah. No. Take
Some
the
money is
profit.
better than no money. But more money is better than no money.
Yep. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see any games except for the Duke game this weekend. I was at a funeral, and that's the only game I really got to see.
Well, Illinois, Tennessee was, a blowout.
Michigan killed. I thought Michigan,
Tennessee. Michigan,
beat
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
And Illinois, Iowa was also.
Was it a blowout?
It was 12 points.
Okay.
So not really a blowout. Not as bad as Tennessee, but yeah. And Purdue and Arizona was,
Arizona pretty much won the entire game. Is what the highlights I saw. Arizona dominated the game, It wasn't a blowout, but it was pretty close.
Right. Well, it was still 15 points.
All right, so you got the Final Four. Now UConn is very unique. Once they get this far, they usually win.
Yep.
Their record after getting past the Sweet 16 is very good. So,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good game. The Illinois Connecticut game. I'd like to see UConn play either Michigan or Arizona. I don't care which because they're both 1 seeds. But it's not because you got one game you got 2 1 seeds and the others you got a 2 and a 3. So it sort of worked itself out because you look at this tournament overall, and you had some wacky seeded upsets. I mean, some of the seeds were a little off base.
they
as
were
well.
really some
yeah,
weird ones.
Yeah, but you had all the 8s beat all the 7s. You had a couple 9s sneak in there for a little bit, like Iowa in particular. Tennessee was a 6, and then a bunch of 3s lost. Illinois is the only 3 that stuck around.
Yeah. No, I liked Arizona. I think am I the only one with Arizona?
Let me double check here real quick for you. So the big one is so we both said my dad and I we both said that Houston was going to win the national championship, but one of us had Houston beating Michigan, one of us had Houston beating Arizona. So the big game is the 8:54 game on Saturday, which is Michigan Arizona. So if Arizona,
So you have Arizona, I have Arizona. That's the only one.
No.
You have Illinois and he has Arizona.
No.
I have Arizona.
No. So the game is Michigan versus Arizona. So if Michigan wins, I win. If Arizona wins, you win.
Oh, you
okay.
have
There you
Michigan.
go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Gotcha. All right. I was hoping I had you blocked out.
Well, you didn't lay any points, so it doesn't matter. Just
No.
take down the net and you keep moving on.
Well, and I think those are the 2 best teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think whoever wins that game it should win, but you never know.
Not in this game.
You never know. I mean, UConn should not have won. And all Boozer had to do was wrap his arms around the ball and hold on to it and not pass it, even though he had 2 people completely wide open. Even if he would have taken the ball and thrown it straight up in the air,
There you go.
the old Magic Johnson roll it down the court.
Well, the clock doesn't start until somebody touches it.
No. It was already touched.
Okay.
When Little Boozer,
Yeah.
the big Boozer, Little Boozer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like what we were looking at calling balls and strikes. Yeah, by a difference of what, 2 inches?
Yeah. No,
know
but
that-
Little
you know that
Little
they're
Boozer's
freshmen?
Little Boozer's like 4 inches shorter than his brother.
Okay.
Aren't they twins?
Yeah.
The Boozers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, they're twins, but one's like 4 inches shorter.
And they're freshmen.
Little Boozer.
Yeah.
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 But did you looked at the starting lineup. I think both teams in the Duke UConn game started 1 senior. Both teams started at least 3 freshmen, I think. Both of the Boozers were freshmen. Somebody else. I'm looking at this and I'm going, these teams are going to be good for the next 3-4 years.
No, they'll be gone.
Yeah.
What, they're going to go pro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Big Boozer is probably going to be #1 pick next year after
Yeah.
next year.
I believe like the protection is either going to be Cameron or AJ Debasta from BYU that got knocked out early in I believe round 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So and also by the way, real quick history. There's because since both UConn, the men and the women team are in the Final Four, there's a possibility that for the 3rd time in history, a UConn sweeps the March Madness. It's only ever happened twice in March Madness history, and both times it happened to UConn.
Both times UConn did it.
Yeah, 2004 with Emeka Okafor and Jim Calhoun, then 2014 as well.
All right. When was it? 04?
04 and 2014.
Okay. I thought UConn won one earlier. Maybe the girls didn't win that year. When did UConn win over?
Gino won a lot.
When did UConn win over in Tampa? They won the Final Four over in Tampa.
I'm checking that right now for you right now, but please go ahead and talk while
Because,
I research, please.
Because Calhoun's sister lives here in St. Augustine, and it might have been in 04. It was when it was in Tampa, and she brought me back Somewhere I have a Jim Calhoun autograph, national championship autograph, and it was played in Tampa, and she brought it back for me.
Are you talking about women's Final Four?
No, the men's Jim Calhoun.
It didn't look like that there was a Final Four in Florida yet. Actually, sorry, St. Petersburg, 1999.
Sorry, the Tropicana Field, wherever it's at. Sorry, it is in St. Pete. It is in St. Pete. I apologize.
I'm done.
But they called it Tampa on the stuff. So
Right.
they call it Tampa Bay Rays.
Right.
They call it Tampa Bay Rays, even though it is in St. Pete. What year was that one?
1999. That was Yukon Huskies.
Yukon. Okay. All right. So I'm not going crazy. So I somewhere in our house, Blake, there's a Calhoun signed, whatever it is, program or whatever it is, signed by Jim Calhoun, and they were national champs.
And then in case you're wondering,
Is that the Rip
Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton? Yeah. That was the right team. That was a fun team. So, yeah. Were you ever a UConn fan at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually, even though I picked Duke to win it all, I was having more fun rooting for UConn because, like I said, I love watching Danny Hurley on the sideline. I mean, you could just do a montage.
You mean
of his
Bobby's
expression.
brother?
Yes, I mean Bobby's brother.
Okay.
You know, you can just do a montage of his facial expressions and everything. You know, he's a hoot to watch.
Yeah. So who do you like? I like Arizona still. Blake, I'm assuming you like Michigan still.
Well, that's his own best interest.
Yeah, Lenny, who do you
I
like?
like Arizona, and I'm confused at the way UConn is playing. How Illinois is giving up a point and a half.
Yeah.
Which is really marginal in this game, but except so many of them come down to a couple of 1 point
Maybe
games.
they only watched the first half.
Could be.
Because those guys who set the points, they don't really pay attention.
The guys that set the points are your friends called the algorithms now.
Yeah.
There are no guys that do
AI
it anymore.
AI.
Yep.
There's no De Niro like in Casino.
Right.
So,
Right. Nobody's looking at penciling, jotting numbers on a pad any longer.
Yeah. All right. Where's the finals at?
This year, Indianapolis at Lucas Oil.
What a boring.
Indianapolis.
What a boring city.
It's the home of basketball, though.
Okay.
And it's that kid.
Wait. How's Indianapolis the home of basketball?
Well, Larry Bird, your favorite player of all time.
He's from French Lick.
Right.
That's nowhere near Indianapolis.
Indiana State,
That's
though.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller,
Caitlin Clark.
Bob Knight,
Where was basketball invented?
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay, there you go. That would be the home. That would be the home.
That's the Hall of Fame.
That would be the home of basketball, even though there's not probably one single pro basketball player. What region do you think puts out the best basketball players? You think it's Indiana?
I think it used to be New York City.
I think it's either D.C. area or New York City.
The kid who hit the shot, Mullins.
California.
Well, California is big. You think it is California?
It is according currently top NBA producing states. California has like 440. New York is 440, like near 440 as well. But
What about current? That sounds like an all-time thing.
Yeah,
Or is that the current players?
it does.
that's a lot of players.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of players. So I can't really find a whole bunch about that.
Okay.
But the kid that hit the 3-pointer, Mullins, is from Indiana.
Oh, okay.
I think he might be from Indianapolis.
Was he a walk-on?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But I want to change sports for 1 second.
Okay.
Because I was reading an article, and this is just what cheeses me off about all this freaking transfer portal and all this nonsense crap about stay with a team build a team for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So there's an article in today's Record about the Jaguars having 11 draft picks, and they laid out who they thought would be a good pick for each position. Each one of the 11 picks in each round.
Oh, the mock draft.
Yeah, well, it was just who the Jaguars, they thought, I don't even know who wrote it, but who the Jaguars were. And I'm looking at it, and there wasn't one of those players that stayed in the school for 4 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, he a couple of them had two schools, a couple of them had 3 schools, one of them had 4 schools. He was here for 1 year, he was here for 2 years. They had
NIL.
games.
It's killed it.
I know. It's just, it takes any type of identity away from it. We are slipping so far away from any type of tradition or norms, and it's not fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Texas, Ohio State are always going to be relevant because they got the biggest wallets. Indiana's kind of figured out a formula, I believe, but I don't know how long they'll be able to sustain it because they don't have the money that the other ones do.
Well,
Miami's got a little bit of money, and they got tradition,
Right.
but I don't know how long they'll be able to sustain it.
You got to figure now Indiana's going to get more high-profile games and bigger paydays.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But it's funny because, again, coming back to Mullins and Danny Hurley, he said, I heard an article about yesterday. First of all, did you notice during the game, did you see he was wearing he had a lapel pin on his blazer?
No.
And all of a sudden, he's doing the interview with Tracy Wilson afterwards. He's going, somebody stole my pin. And she said, I'll get him another. Because his pin was gone. He was flipping out over that.
Was it like a March Madness pin or?
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, he's got a collection of them and wears different ones. But he said, when I recruited Mullins, I said, you come play for me, and together we're going to go back to Indianapolis for the Final Four. Man of his word.
There you go.
Man of his word.
Yeah. So, what's the Duke's coach's name? Because didn't he do the same thing last year? I mean, this is a coach.
Something with an S.
To me,
like
when you
it's-
lose a 19-point lead,
John Shire.
Yeah,
19-point lead in the second half,
right.
I don't know if Coach K ever did that.
I'd be surprised. I mean, maybe in a one-off game at some point in time.
Definitely not during the tournament.
I wouldn't think so.
So, hey, Blake, can you see? Just Google largest lead lost by Coach Krzyzewski.
And spell that, please.
Yeah. Don't ask me to spell it. Coach K.
You pronounced it properly.
Duke.
You did good.
Yeah, he was my poker buddy.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. You and him at the video terminals.
Yeah, he's my poker buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coach K during a tournament? Or?
Yeah, during an NCAA tournament. Does he have a bigger one outside the tournament?
He coached for a long time.
Couldn't find like anything specific, but said I really couldn't find anything about like how big of a comeback he's had or experience. So I'm having a hard time trying to find that right now.
All right. I mean, all-time NBA or all-time college coaches, because there's some greats out there.
All right, I'll go right for the king.
John Wooden.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just he is the king.
And I'll go next with the villain.
Bobby Knight.
Oh, well, no, I'm a big Tarkanian fan.
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
Tarkanian. But yeah, Bobby Knight.
Tarkanian couldn't hold a candle to K or
No,
Bobby
not
Knight,
at
in my
all.
opinion.
But he was a lot of fun to watch.
He was fun to watch.
Shoot on a towel all game long.
He was fun to watch.
And it was them running rebels.
And I mean, he had a team he shouldn't have lost the national title.
Right.
And that was to one of the Duke teams, I believe, right? Or was it North Carolina?
Don't know.
So,
But you got, you got Dean Smith. You got Rolly Massimino.
yeah. I enjoyed Bobby Knight. I enjoyed his banter. I enjoyed his no nonsense. And Coach K,
Chair Holland.
I think Coach K played for Bobby Knight
Okay.
at West Point. So,
And then, it's just in and out of my brain, too. What was I just thinking of?
Valvano.
Thank you very much. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
And Valvano.
We're getting good at that.
Yeah. So,
We sync up.
sometimes you send those signals
Yep,
over.
Yep. Jimmy V, man.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
he was a tough man.
Yep. So, all right. It's a beautiful time. When's the game? The game starts this weekend, right? Friday and Sunday?
No.
Saturday and
So
Saturday.
Friday and Sunday is the women's final four in
Okay,
the national
so
championship game.
Saturday and Monday.
Saturday and Monday
Doubleheader
is
Saturday
the
and the
men's.
final on Monday.
Got it.
And real quick, UConn women they're currently the number one seed overall. They currently have a chance to go undefeated.
Really? They haven't
They
lost a game
haven't
yet this
lost
season?
a single game at all.
And Gino's not coaching them anymore, is he?
Gino's still coaching.
Oh, God in heaven. God bless him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's restaurants with his name on it all over Connecticut
Yeah.
now, and in Mohegan Sun and stuff.
Yeah.
Is Gino the best women's basketball coach of all time?
I'm a Pat Summitt fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Pat Summitt fan.
If I do believe if Pat didn't have her diagnosis in like 2011, she probably would have been coaching for like a few more seasons.
Yep.
I still believe Gino was like going into his like mid-70s and still coaching like championship basketball.
Yeah.
I just have to go Gino.
So yeah. So
But Don Staley does have a chance, in my opinion. The coach at
Okay.
South Carolina does
South
have
Carolina.
a chance. Yeah.
And, and
And
Pat
the coach
Summitt
at
was just
Baylor's good too right now.
know
She
who that is.
she does a good job.
and Pat Summitt was just a class act.
Yeah.
The
Well, when Pat passed, we actually had Bridget call in because Bridget won 2 national titles with her. Bridget Gordon. She won 2 national titles
Okay.
with Pat Summitt, and it was a really nice. That was when we were on radio.
Right.
It was a really nice interview. Bridget's now the head coach at Florida A&M,
Okay.
their women's basketball program. So,
Yeah.
gold medalist,
Yeah.
women's player of the year in '88, I think,
Look,
something like that.
You know, you win a national championship, regardless of the sport. But if you know, basketball, it's a long season, it's a tough season. There's a lot of quality teams out there. To win a national championship, to take down that net and get a piece of it to put in your trophy case, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it more than once, that's really impressive.
That really is. I have
It's
to
a
agree
tough
with that.
sport to go back to back or to, you know.
Well, and just think what Wooden did. I mean, it was a different
Incredible.
time, but
It was a different game. The big men were big men, but you know, but you also had dominant.
well, he had
dominant
Lou
players.
Alcindor followed
Correct.
by Bill Walton.
Exactly.
You know, and both of them were the best players of their time in college basketball.
Yeah.
Bill Walton could be one of the greatest college basketball players of all time.
and a huge. Well, now he's dead, but he was
Yeah.
when he was alive.
He's
he was
still,
a huge.
by the way, he is still dead. Reports are in.
Right. Yeah.
He's still
We're
dead.
confirming that.
Yeah.
What a deadhead he was.
Yes.
He spent more time on the side of the stage at a Grateful Dead concert than he did on the basketball court as he got older.
Google Walton takes team to Dead concert.
Yeah.
So he took Larry Bird and what was their big chief?
That was Parrish.
Robert Parrish,
Kevin
and
McHale.
Kevin McHale, and all
They got
those
Danny
guys,
Ainge floating around there.
all
Yeah.
those guys to a Dead concert with him, and they all fell in love with the Dead.
Hard not to. Hard not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it would happen in 1985, and it took him to the Centrum in Worcester.
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 All right.
Sorry for my
Yeah.
Florida E's
So
pronunciation.
making that phonetically correct.
Yeah.
All right. Middle class.
All right. Every state's got a different one, and this is oddly this is to get to lower middle class, not upper middle class.
Just get you in the window.
Correct.
Okay.
And I think it's based on 2/3 of the median income. Is the lower bound for middle income is 2/3 of the median income.
Do you have what the level is that takes you to the next level?
No.
So
I
you
do
just
not.
have the lowest level. Okay.
I do, and I have it regionally broken down.
Okay.
So and you would think it lays out pretty much the way you would expect, with the Northeast being the highest, and the Southeast and the South being the lowest.
Okay.
The highest thresholds are concentrated in the Northeast.
So I'm assuming like saying highest in the Northeast. That kind of gave it away. I was going to say I'm assuming it's like Massachusetts, Connecticut.
Strangely, it's Massachusetts first.
Okay.
And then, you know, the state that everybody keeps forgetting about that is still the second or third on every list is New Jersey. Then Maryland. Then you go out west to Hawaii and California. But when I tell you the numbers, it's going to be kind of interesting. New Hampshire's up there, Washington State, Colorado, Utah, Connecticut is 10th, Alaska's 11th, Virginia's 12th, Delaware's 13th, Minnesota's 14th, and New York comes in at 15th. And the difference between first with Massachusetts, lower bound for middle class income, and New York is a difference of $12,000.
Okay.
So Massachusetts, you need, well, basically a 7. It's 69.9 thousand. So $70,000, and you're lower middle class in Massachusetts. Pretty much the same in Jersey. It trickles down. Hawaii, you need 67,000. New York, you need 57,000. And Barbara Jean, Minnesota, you only need 58K. So.
All right. It's saying upper classes comes in about 167.
Okay. Not upper class, not upper middle class.
No, upper class.
Okay, yeah.
So
Northeastern and coastal states generally have the highest middle class entry points. Much of the South, households can enter middle income range at under $45,000. It's a bargain.
Okay.
It's a bargain.
Sounds like the place to retire.
There you go. Hey, I told you I was very surprised that gas in Florida was more than gas in New York State.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
You know, by a lot.
Yeah. To be in the top 10%, upper income class is 167 460. All right. These are income thresholds for 2026.
Okay.
Top 10. To be in the top 10%, you have to make 251,000. All right. Top 5%, you have to make 335,000. And this is household. These are households. And in the top 1%, to be a 1%er on average throughout the U.S., and it changes state by state,
Right.
It's 659,000.
Doesn't go as far as it used to.
Yeah. So,
On the other hand,
so those of you that call me a 1%er, not anymore.
you'll get back there. I have faith.
Not anymore.
You're a hardworking young man.
Yeah. Well, I don't work for the money anymore.
Just for the joy of it all. Mm-hmm. All right. So Mississippi ranks last with a lower bound income of $39,400. West Virginia is above Mississippi at 40.5. Louisiana at 40.7. Arkansas and Kentucky are at the bottom of the list as well. Mm-hmm. You go west, Arizona, $54,300 to be considered middle class. Idaho and Nevada are both around $54K. It's interesting, though, because, and Mississippi, the one thing I can say about Mississippi is by every metric, they have poured money into their school systems and their educational systems, and Mississippi has jumped up the ranks of educational rankings in the country. I'm very pleased with them because they're the lowest at 39.4. Alabama's 44. Georgia's 53. You want to go up to the middle
All right,
north?
Josh came up with and the Elite Eight. Coach K lost a 17-point lead.
Okay.
So that's pretty close against Kent State. Okay, against Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah, it got cut off after the Kent.
Yeah, it got cut off at Kent.
I saw that as well.
I said against Kent is the way it read, and I had to hit read more.
Okay. So, and when was it? In 1998.
98.
Yeah. So he's been pretty good since then, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's been retired now for 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think he's considered upper class.
Yes.
He's probably a 1%er.
Yes, I would think so.
Even to this day.
I would think so.
So, all right. Upper class often implies having significant assets, investments, business ownership that generate income rather than just a high salary income. So that has to do with your value over a lot of what your raw income actually is.
Right. I mean, your investments, your property holdings, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Because this is just income.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you own a lot of real estate, you don't need to make as much.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Things go bad. You still got to pay those taxes and insurance.
Very true.
Which is
what's
really hurting the real estate people right now.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for 5 questions, sir?
I am.
All right. Did I need to study for these questions?
Maybe for one.
Okay. All right. I did not study, so we'll see how I do.
I grade on a curve, don't you worry.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. This is going to be a tough one, but you need to think about this one for a second.
Mm-hmm.
What weird food combinations do you really enjoy?
Weird food combinations do I really enjoy? I like Jameson and pickle juice.
That's a pickleback. That's not so weird anymore.
I think it's weird, though.
Well, whoever put it together in the first place.
First time you try it, you think it's weird.
Yeah, first time you hear about it, you think it's weird.
You think it's weird. So I don't know if that's considered food. That's a drink.
Well, it's a weird combination. It qualifies.
Foods, salt and watermelon.
That's good too, man. I make a great watermelon salad with feta cheese in it. That's your salt component.
Let me see what else. Blake, you have any
weird food combinations?
Weird food combinations. I really like those buffalo chips, like the pretzel chips.
Okay.
And then
combos?
And then drag them through cream cheese.
Dang it, that would have been my answer.
So
okay.
Yeah,
Because we discovered that by accident. I think.
I think so as well. Like because like most of the stuff that I can think of like is stuff that like most people have already done. Like obviously like peanut butter banana with a little bit of honey.
Thank you, Elvis.
Yeah, and just I'm like. Like when I often try like new stuff, I do it like individually. I don't combine with like anything else really. So I can't really think off the top of my head, unfortunately, Lenny. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I forgive you. It's not a problem. Some of these things are tough to try to get spontaneous. You know, I should issue them earlier.
Yes.
When I was a kid, you know, before dinner snack used to be a Ritz cracker with peanut butter, with a splash of ketchup on it, and a little bit of red onion.
Okay, never tried that. And it doesn't sound as good. I mean, I was great with the Ritz and a peanut butter.
Well,
'Cause that's been a meal for me
absolutely
many, many times.
to the point that they've made them themselves and now they sell them like that.
Yeah. So, and Ritz crackers are like not sold in a lot of other countries.
Really?
So, Blake, can you find out why that is? Why Ritz is not sold in other countries?
The brand, but I'm sure there's similar crackers.
No, it has something to do with the flour or something.
Cottonseed oil.
Cottonseed oil. Okay.
Okay, is that something that's bad for us that the Europeans are too smart and won't use it?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
We are our own worst enemy at times, aren't we not?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Egel, cream cheese, and mustard. Okay. That's Josh's wife.
Okay.
All right. Pineapple and bacon on the pizza. A lot of people think that's weird. Or
That is horrible.
Canadian bacon.
That is horrible.
Ham and pineapple on a pizza. Hawaiian pizza.
Sloppy Joe nachos. I've never tried it, but it sounds great.
Yeah, how would that be different from regular nachos? Not so far off.
Well, you know, it's
A
got a little
saucier,
more
maybe.
barbecue, a little more saucy
tomato,
to it. Yeah.
You know, Hawaiian pizza is from Canada, I believe.
That's why it's terrible. So, all right. American Ritz crackers are not sold and are banned in several European nations, including Denmark, Hungary, Iceland, Norway, Switzerland, and Austria. I've only been to one of those countries, and their food sucks.
Iceland?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking food advice from those countries. So, because they talk about everything being so bad for us, but if it makes me happy, that's the most important thing.
Well, 2 or 3 of those countries were the happiest countries on the planet.
Oh, I heard Iceland was happy, but they weren't happy when I was there.
It's cold and dark.
It was dark. It was cold. It was not just cold. It was slap your mama cold.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah.
All right, moving on.
All right. Question number 2.
This is going to be a little tough one that you're going to have to think about as well. But if you could switch 2 movie characters, what switch would lead you to the most inappropriate movie?
2 movie characters. Whew. Danny DeVito as Jack Reacher.
He couldn't reach.
Well, you asked.
I know, I'm fine. That's good. Keep going.
All right. And us go with let's go with The Rock in The Birdcage.
Ooh. He would probably take that role on.
Yeah.
He's a versatile gentleman.
I would not want him as my boyfriend.
Unless you claim top.
Yeah. So, nope.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
So
Blake?
Danny DeVito as Jack Reacher, I think is the best one I got.
All right. I'm with you.
I tried to reverse it the other way with it.
Blake, you got something? I know it's a tough one to do on the fly.
Yeah.
But now you know how I feel when your dad would hit me with some of those questions.
How about Danny DeVito as Forrest Gump? That would have been horrible.
Yeah. Okay. I got Daryl.
Jeez. For some reason, I'm thinking, what would happen if Will Ferrell was cast in Schindler's List? That would just be, too dark.
Well, acceptable as an answer, but yeah, it could be a little weird.
Yeah. And then
I would go the other way. I would go with who was the main guy at Schindler's List, the Jewish guy who The actor.
That was
Was he played by? No.
it was who played the. Oh, it wasn't one of the Fines. It was who played King George in the King's Speech. Was that Colin?
No, not who played Schindler.
Okay.
Who played as the bald guy who played his right hand man? Was it Patrick? Jean-Luc Picard.
Patrick Stewart? No, was it
Patrick Stewart
was it Ben
as
Kingsley?
Ricky Bobby would be terrible.
Yeah, that would be awful.
That would be awful.
Just make it so.
Yeah.
All right. How about Daryl Hannah from Splash switching roles with Roy Scheider from Jaws?
Oh no, she wouldn't need a bigger boat. She's a mermaid.
Yeah, but she could wrestle with the
Yeah.
shark.
Yeah. So
Okay.
gonna need a bigger boat.
Mm-hmm. This is a fun one. What animal would be the cutest if you scaled it down to the size of a cat?
I mean, scaled it down to the size of a cat.
Yeah, house cat.
I don't know. Baby
big.
hippos are some of the cutest animals in the world, and then they grow up to be awful creatures.
Yes, and messy.
But baby hippos are amazingly cute if they only stayed that size. But every animal's cute when it's that size. So, I mean, we did a Christmas picture with a baby tiger one time, and that was awesome.
Okay.
That was a really cool cat. Oh gosh, Bobby, Whoopi Goldberg switching with Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. Ooh, no. I'm gonna stay with the hippo.
Okay. Blake?
Animal, if you shrunk it down to the size of a cat, would be adorable.
Ooh, shrunk it down to the size of a cat. Giraffe maybe?
That was one I was thinking of. I'm going giraffe or elephant. Can you imagine a cute little baby, a little cat-sized elephant trotting around the house?
Yeah, no, elephant was my next one. I would have probably went with elephant next.
Okay.
So,
All right. What mythical creature do you wish actually existed?
and I had one.
Just
I would
walk
love
the planet.
I'd love to have a dragon.
Okay.
I mean, I'm Game of Thrones guy.
Very Khaleesi of you.
I'd love to have a dragon.
Okay.
I was thinking of more of How I Trained the Dragon with Toothless, but
Right.
yeah, I think dragon would probably win. Pegasus would be cool, but dragons
Pegasus would be
can
cool.
fly and burn your enemy's
Right.
house down. Pegasus can just fly.
Okay. I'm going in the other direction. I'm going a mythical creature that would be good for humanity. How about the Lorax? So I was thinking Cat in the Hat, but that would be too destructive.
Blake,
Don't watch the movie, Lenny.
What, the Cat in the Hat movie?
it's a Lorax.
Lorax.
Oh, why?
We watched it on the walk, and it was one of the times that the kids came up. I think we were in Georgia somewhere. Yeah, because Bill was with us, so it had to be in Georgia. And I had sciatica, and I walked like it was my shortest day. I walked like 14 or 15 miles. I got hit by a tornado that day. I had to lay down in a ditch as a
Right.
tornado went by in Darien, Georgia. So all this happens in one day. We go to the Lorax, and it is just I don't want politics in my comedies. Whether
Have you met me?
whether I agree with them or not, I don't want politics
Right.
in my entertainment.
Right.
That's and I appreciate you that pay attention when we do go there. But it was all that happened in one day, and that's the day we saw the Lorax.
Oh, okay. So you
And who's the voice of Lorax?
Oh, jeez. Checking. I hope it wasn't Danny.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, it's 10.
But
Is anybody notable?
It was Danny DeVito.
Danny
It
DeVito.
was Danny
yeah, that's
DeVito.
what I thought.
All right,
That's
okay.
what I thought. It was like I'm pretty sure it's Danny DeVito. So
I think the voice was this gruff.
yeah. So,
And
the
the reason,
Lorax would be your mythical creature, and I would burn you up with my dragon.
Okay.
Just so,
So what are we gonna do about the trees, man?
yeah.
We have more trees now than we ever have.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
but we'll say though, Lenny, though the reason why he hates the movie so much is because because the same studio makes the Minions as well, and my dad loves the Minions, and my dad's all like, "Oh, what the heck? You guys make the Minions, and you guys couldn't make a good Lorax?"
Is that
Yeah.
Illumination Studios?
Yeah,
Are
Illumination.
we due for another Minions movie? It's about time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's I believe it's actually coming up.
Okay, good.
Like in the summer.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, boys. We're gonna take some time with this one because this is the last question, and it's
Well, I have some other stuff. I have
good.
I have some lists and some funny
okay.
stuff.
Good, because today is the 30th of March. Tomorrow's the 31st. Wednesday will be April 1st.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's the best or worst practical joke you've played or someone played on you? How's that for being timely?
Yeah.
I can tell you this. Tori from Surf Station's really good about practical jokes, and he'll put things out there randomly. I woke up and I forgot what day it was, and Mike Davis knew. So Mike played a really good practical joke on me. He's like, "Hey, I think we should buy the Surf Station together. It just went up for sale." And I was like, "All right, I'm game." I was
Right.
like, so I start going into it, and it took Mike about 3 hours as I'm working on where the money's going to come from, how we're going to do this, and and how that. But it started with Tori, and Tori was very notorious for his April Fools. And I don't know if he still does it or not.
Okay.
So
Good to know. Blake, how has your father tortured you on April Fool's Day?
It hasn't been too bad. So, best one often that I did was put the rubber band around the sink. Like,
oh yeah, Yes.
what's the name, like the little add-on that the little
yeah, the sprayer.
the sprayer? Yeah.
Yeah, so you would just kind of, people go to wash their hands in the sprayer, and you make sure it's pointed
Put out,
directly at them with the rubber band tied around the handle, and then when they turn it on, it just hits them right in the chest.
Yep. Schnozzle
Only
gets you.
problem is usually the person runs, and then the person who actually pulls the practical joke has to do the cleanup.
Right.
So, that's always a good one. Probably practical joke that got out of hand, but it wasn't April Fool's, was when I flooded the room at Flagler.
Okay.
Allegedly
Right.
did that. So my RA shouldn't have ratted me out. So
A rough one is when you put plastic wrap over the bowl of the toilet.
yeah. No, I've never had.
That
I've never
gets
had.
messy.
I don't want anyone to do that to me. Don't do that. I will not take that as a joke. I will think.
No,
that's,
that just gets messy. That's just mean spirited. But when I was a kid growing up, my mother, I would say for 3 or 4 years in a row, when I was in elementary school, might even up until when I was in junior high school, if I was taking my lunch to school on April 1st, invariably in my sandwich, instead of a cold cut, would be a washcloth. And, she would decorate it. It looked like a sandwich, and you go to take a bite, and you get through the bread, and all of a sudden, you're in the middle of a washcloth. And she would always put a note in there as well.
Yeah.
So you're biting the washcloth, and you go, "Oh, Mom," and then you take out the note, "I love you." Thank you, Mother. She had a great sense of humor about that sort of stuff.
All right. You said you watched 60 Minutes the other day.
Yeah.
The largest cave chamber is Sun Dong Cave
That's
in
the one in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. That's the one they did.
In Vietnam. The chamber's over 1,200 feet tall. Yeah.
120 stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
120
if they were
stories.
10 foot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, some of them are 8.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And a guy, a Vietnamese, I don't know if he was a farmer or whatever, he was just walking around on a mountain one day, and all of a sudden there was wind coming out of the mountain. And he went in and he squeezed himself in there, and he followed it, and it was pitch black in there, but they followed it, and then there was an English caver who started going in there, and it is spectacular. I mean, there's a couple places where the ceiling of the cave had collapsed, so there was a tremendous amount of sunlight coming through in some places of it. It's just if you can watch that episode, or you can get it online, I'm sure, because CBS puts all those 60-minute episodes online. This thing was just magnificent.
All right. Here's one I did not know. the Great Basin bristlecone pine in California named Methuselah is over 4,850 years old. It was a seedling when the Great Pyramid of Giza was built.
You imagine the poor sucker had to count the rings?
Yes. And you know, the Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest man-made structure until what?
Probably the Washington Monument.
The Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
All right. The largest book ever published was The Prophet Muhammad, weighing about 1,400 pounds.
Try getting that out of your
Yeah,
library.
3/4 of a ton.
Is the Eiffel Tower taller than the Washington Monument?
I don't know. But Washington Monument came after the Eiffel Tower. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I realize that.
So the Eiffel Tower.
But not a whole lot.
No, it was pretty close. It started probably before the Eiffel
Yeah,
Tower.
That's what I'm saying. It took a while to get it because then they had to go switch
Well,
granite
they
forms.
ran out of money too.
Right.
All right.
And they had to switch stones in the middle of it too. So that's why there's two different colored stones on it.
Yep. And the Eiffel Tower swells in the heat. It grows taller, like a living creature.
Oh,
In the heat.
great view from the top. I'll tell you that.
All right. Let's see here. One of the funny ones we talked about with there's a state where it's illegal to tie a giraffe to a light post, and I was hoping to find it real quick. And
How many states have giraffes?
exactly. So, all right. Maryland sleeveless shirts are forbidden in some public parks. You ever seen my arms? That's why you never see me sleeveless. They look like threads. In Massachusetts, explosive golf balls are prohibited.
Really? Even the ones that turn into a puff of powder?
I don't know.
All right.
All right.
'Cause
Nevada,
that's a good practical joke.
Nevada, driving camels on a highway is prohibited because I mean there's a lot of camels.
There used to be out there in the desert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Death Valley. Yeah.
In New York, did you know this was a rule? Slippers after 10 p.m. Is legally restricted. I don't know what that means.
I'm not quite sure. And does that, because I have a friend who calls his flip-flop slippers,
Yeah.
which I think they do in a lot of places in Asia. So I wonder how that would work out. No, I did not know that.
All right. The tallest statue, we're working on doing some statues and stuff. The tallest statue in the world is the Statue of Unity in India. Take a guess how tall it is. It's one singular statue. Blake, you want to take a guess?
600 feet?
He can be beaten.
I'm going to say 601 feet.
Should have went the other way. 597.
Oh, it was really close.
It was a great guess. So,
Well, that's it. How big was the Colossus of Rhodes? Well, it was still up.
I don't
I don't know
know.
if they could have, if they even measured it back then, but I'm sure somebody could figure it out.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. Wasn't that one that was sort of like, he stood over an open bay type of thing? Like he was you could sail under him, I think, before he fell down and went boom.
All right. Which of these two facts do you find more shocking? Over 50% of adults worldwide do not know how to swim, or over 60% of humans have never seen snow in real life.
Well, I find that I can understand that, but that half the population of the world can't swim is frightening.
Because most of the population live near the coast.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
but I will tell you, there's a great overlap because if you live in the Gobi, the Sahara, the Mojave, any of those deserts, the likelihood of you swimming and seeing snow is really pretty difficult.
All right. Here's one that I find hard to believe. And I don't know if Blake knows how to do this. All right. I honestly don't know if Blake knows how to do this. 70% of the world population can't read an analog watch.
Really, that's just,
Blake, do you know how to do that?
you've got to be
Yes.
able to, Blake.
Okay.
And
Right,
then,
now everybody-
but the reason
No.
the reason I know that is because on the top of my watch here,
You actually
Right,
have
so-
it on
right.
the analog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a Mickey Mouse one.
Okay. All right.
With the hands.
All right.
Sorry, so
So I read that one and I was like, I'm not sure, Blake. I mean, because
Well, how are they ever going to cut a pie in proper slices?
I don't know.
You know,
Yeah. So half the humans have never flown on an airplane. That one I can believe.
I believe that one, sure.
Yeah.
And with things that are happening now, you know,
80%.
people ain't volunteering.
80% of the people bite their nails at some point in their life.
Oh, I got threatened with no Christmas presents if I didn't have fingernails when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So just because I was flying this weekend, man, you really do have to appreciate JIA, Jacksonville International Airport, because everybody's all ginned up to have to get there 17 hours before your flight nowadays. And I went to Jacksonville to take my flight, and granted, it was the first flight out in the morning. It was like a 6 o'clock flight. I walked in,